in a few seconds. We just got off Route 23. I noticed that the video was off. It's easy, just look in the mirror, you can see it clicking away there or flashing away there. Oops, what am I doing? Oh, it's interlocked with the kickstand. So we have a goodly amount of gas left, enough to get home where I could fill up again. So here's another, yeah, I got this thing on pretty tight. Another test. I'm all plugged in again. Put a little bit more tape. And I'll probably have to keep changing the tape on this thing, but that is, it's an awesome mount. And, yeah, man. The low speeds, for some reason, I find so cumbersome. It's probably not, because I'm actually just crawling along here. It's just not really hard. I do have a fear of gravel, and there's quite a bit here. So, looks like I have a clear exit here. A lot of gravel. So, we're in business again. And let's see how this thing is, I'll compare later. The audio portion of it. See if I can keep my head up here. It's just a beautiful day. There's a song by that name, but I won't bore you with my singing. But it is a gorgeous day. And a really nice area of the state. Not very far. I have gone 72 miles, but a lot of that was in a loop lower down. So I'm about to take off here. This is an airport. They use obviously planes, but they do a lot of I think they have some gliders, and more than that they have I've actually come through here, but I didn't have the recording on, but one of the times that I came through, there was people that was doing skydiving, and there was one fellow, no, there was actually two people on one chute that came within about 100 feet of where I am right now. And they are down there. They just haven't taken off yet. That's one thing I wouldn't do. Although you never say never, but... So right now I'm on, I forgot the county road. We'll see it up ahead here. It's a really nice stretch of road, but all the roads around here are nice. I've been up here so many times. 565 is the route. Now we're going to Ross's Corner. Megathon's taking place today. Cute. I have it too high gear. It's got a high overdrive on this thing, 6th gear. You don't want to... I'm right at 2,000 RPM right now doing 50. And there's a cornfield. Oh man, I just hope this comes out really good, because I love the... I love seeing just the top of the camera, looking real quick to see that it's recording, and being able to stop the recording very easy without a remote control. What the remote control would do, and I have a handlebar mount for that, is if I can get it paired up, it's good because it tells you how much time you've been running. I think you get a good 45 minutes of recording time for the 32 gigabyte, maybe more, maybe you get an hour. I'm not sure at 1080p. I'm trying to remember from all the stuff I've done on bicycles. I've done, I think, up to an hour, 45 minutes. The battery goes further, but the battery, it says it has quite a while, you know, a couple hours, an hour and a half. In actual recording mode, I'm not sure how that works out, but just put the sunglasses on. Tried to. Now I can keep my head up because I have it touching my freaking nose. Very, very pretty. So one of the things I need to do is go for a ride on one of the Jeep trails up at Stoke State Forest. which is a really, really pretty place to go. There's a lot of also trails going off the Jeep trail, which is a very rough road. And for that, I think I'll take my a suspended bicycle so I don't break my back. But I've been on that, I don't know how many times. But I've also been off on some trails there, which I'm not real good climber. I'm not in the best of shape, but boy, coming down was awesome. Hit more than 30 miles an hour on a fat bike on some of these trails, and then back down on the road. I recorded that because they put it up on YouTube. That's being basically on with a fat bike especially. You feel like you're on a motorcycle with maybe an electric motor. It's absolutely silent, but you're going over 30 miles an hour. And the thing handles well, too. Yeah, it's a thrill. The fact that you have hardly anything underneath you also adds to it. And that's part of what the motorcycling thing is all about. It's leaning over in the curves and stuff, but a lot of it has to do with you're out in the open. Now, just imagine going that fast, going 30 miles an hour on a bicycle, but you basically have, 30 pounds underneath you, a real heavy one, 40 pounds, and, nothing. You can see right down to your feet, below your feet. It's a real thrill. Two wheels are nice. But the three-wheel, I was mentioning this before, again, this whole thing is an audio test. Let's see. Hopefully it's, you can hear me, but really like the Can-Am Spyder I saw before in this blue color, very much like this blue color, but where like this is very shiny, really shiny on the inside here. That was like a denim colored. In other words, it was a flat or a matte, virtually the same color, but matte, no clear coat. Semi-gloss paint in the house, or matte paint in the house. Oh, it was awesome. Looked great color for it. And all kinds of doodads on it too, so great for touring. Must have impressed me because I keep talking about it. This is a very nice stretch of road up in Sussex County. We're in Frankford Township. And we are coming up pretty quickly on a sports complex, minor league baseball, and who knows what else. Actually never gone to that. I forgot whose minor league team plays here. There are several minor league baseball teams in Jersey. More corn, lots of corn. Again, beautiful day. Really hope the view is okay. And now I've gotten, at slow speeds, I'm really used to the, at 70 or 80 miles an hour, this is, you get a little bit of turbulence, a little bit, but you do get a good amount of wind hitting you in the helmet. Very noisy. It's not bad now. A lot of two-up riders. These are old farms. In fact, there's people sitting there doing housework. What a pretty place. They do organic produce, they say. House has been painted up real nice. 565 South. This is very pretty area. This is like a great day. It's just, the weather's beautiful. God, what a first day of the long Labor Day weekend. 3-day weekend. Here's Winding Brook Farm. I don't know, 30 years that I've been coming here, more than 30 years. This has been around, but it's in disrepair, and I know it's for sale. I have seen horses here, or on the other side of the road there to the left, but I don't see them today. And it's all grown in with weeds and stuff. I really, even this summer, I saw horses grazing back of us there on the right. And knows, maybe they finally found another home for the horses or finally moved them. And Stoke State Forest, where I do a lot of bicycling on the Jeep trail there, and some of the the hiking or the old single track, double track. There's a lot of abandoned places from many years ago, maybe beginning of the last century or the 19th century. And you can see the stone walls, and you know that the area was cleared out, but the structures, if they do exist, are mostly gone. So a lot of newish places, houses up on the hill to the right by a bunch of developments, just like, and then you see the cornfields. And Warren County's also like this. Warren County, very beautiful. Huntington County, some beautiful housing areas, residential areas, but also some nice areas of fields. Those look like sunflowers. I don't know what they are. Pumpkins. There's pumpkins. There's maize, sunflower maize. Wow, maybe that's what I'm seeing. Yeah, sunflower maize. That's what I was looking at. Yeah, I'm all right. And here's the stadium entrance. It's called the Skyland Stadium Sports Complex. They have a beer fest. I want to get some of that shanty beer. I'm not a beer drinker at all. If I've had any beer in the last 5 years, I don't remember it, but here's this advertisement. So that's the power of it about shanty beer, where it's like pumpkin flavored, or there's other like lemonade flavor. Jesus, I don't want to become an alky. That sounds really good. Here's a somewhat dangerous way to do this, so maybe I'll flip over to the right here, and yeah, this guy's course is going to go left. That's really good. So when the light turns, I won't be able to go. Be patient. So I was just up here with a bunch of other people from where I work, and this is called the Chatterbox, 50s style fast food place. They have a lot of really good food here. I think I'm going to stay away from the food, maybe just get something to drink, like a coffee or something at the counter. I don't know. Or maybe just, I don't want to sit outside. I forgot my sunblock. I got very light skin, get burned. But it really doesn't appear to be too busy. Let's see. Where can I park? Okay. Don't want to break my neck here. Alright. Nice reflection. You can hear the music. Alright, so we're at the Chatterbox, and I think we're in Sussex or close to it. I forgot what the name. Ross's Corner, I think, is where this is. Looks like an old Forest Service. No, it's a new Forest Service vehicle. And I'm going to shut off. Alright, here we go again. Just had a big hot dog at the Chatterbox. Okay. You can hear the music in the Chatterbox. There's a live DJ. Everything I have on, from helmet, jacket, and even the gloves, summer gloves, are all Harley Davidson. It's really odd. But here, gotta get some Kawasaki stuff, I guess. Ay, ay, ay. Ooh. Always like to stop here. Should have just gotten a soda, really, but let's see if we're going to pick this up a little. Alright. I didn't zip up all the way, did I? I'm not sure how it's going here. Maybe I'll go out the side and go down Route 15. That seems reasonable. I'll just let this thing run out. Then when I get home, check the audio. The whole purpose for this, so there's people that bring their hot rods like that one. I've seen some amazing cars here. If someone's going to use a bicycle, there's a nice Porsche convertible. Young couple. Oh, God, I'm really so. Oh, I'm glad I stopped. I really don't like getting out in places like this. I guess as I get older, I get a little bit more uncomfortable with some maneuvers. Definitely with this one. And we have plenty of time though. Here we go. A lot of tar babies, tar strips. Have a farm over there. And let's see if we're still just started up again. And I see a blinking light. I am crouched, so I wonder if you can even see anything. And I was just thinking about, as we go forward here, that go through the day, I might pick up a new motorcycle chin mount, which allows the, although this is almost a perfect position, I can see the top of the GoPro skeleton case. It was very easy using the case to change the battery and give it another 32 gigabyte card. In fact, I think I'm going to go pick up a third 32 gigabyte card, and because I want to start, I just want to continue doing the bicycle rides and some recording them or doing a vlog. Especially it is early enough that I can head out to Liberty State Park and do a ride up the walkway, Hudson Walkway. As I said before, just one of the probably the nicest rides you could take, bicycle or otherwise. Just that interesting. We're now on Route 15, and I'm kind of headed back home. It says I have 150 miles left. Got about half a tank, so I really think when push comes to shove, this thing hasn't got 150 miles left. But should be plenty to get me home. Have gone 82 miles so far. Again, I did kind of a couple loops. One was up in Ringwood, and I came further west, came southeast a little bit, and northwest again. 15 is a very nice road. Off of this road, oh, look at that nice old Goldwing. Right up in this light, if I was to make a right, I'd go to one of the rail trails, which is a couple hundred yards to my right. I forget whether it's the Sussex County Rail Trail or the Paulinskill, but I know it's right off this road. Go up a couple miles, make a turn or two. Home of the chocolate goat. Never really noticed it before. They passed here 100 million times, but I'm sure it's right. I don't know if you can see it. I turned so quick, but there's a yellow barn, a red colored barn, right in back of that barn. So right near where we are right now, there's the, I'm pretty sure it's a Sussex rail trail. Awesome goes, let's see, 21 miles. I think that one goes north-south and ends up pretty close to here. A lot of people out taking rides. Got to be the most beautiful day, period, that I've taken a motorcycle ride on since the previous year. Certainly in 2015 hasn't been such a very nice ride. I could take 94 south and go down on 206, but I don't feel like it. So actually, this is the light where I would make a right, and then I don't think I'm far from a place called Warbass Junction, or if not that, at least the Sussex Branch Trail is nearby. These trails are so long, you know, you're talking 20 miles. The Paulinskill is 27 miles. Anywhere up in northwest New Jersey, you're going to cross one of them. And there's other trails, too, that I've forgotten about. Those seem to be the two nicest that I've run across in Jersey. I bicycled one 25-mile long trail starting in Whitehaven and going to, I forgot where, but that really used to be a Lehigh Valley, right along the Lehigh River in Pennsylvania. And a lot of gravel on that trail, but it was a rail trail, and it is absolutely beautiful. I just keep forgetting to head out there to Whitehaven to kind of pick it up, and you can get a ride back to where you park your car. So you don't have to do a round trip. It's 25. You can do a round trip, but it's 25-mile long. Not quite as long as the one, the Paulinskill. It starts, I think, in Knowlton off Route 94, near the Delaware Water Gap, very close to there. There's an old Chevy, gorgeous Chevy Bel Air. Beautiful colors. Probably going up to the Chatterbox. See, now, if you were to ask me what I'd rather have, I think I'd pick a classic car from the 50s, like a Bel Air, Chevy Bel Air, or something like that. I would love that. Go riding around. It scared me a second. I thought this guy was stopping in front of me. Another field looks like sunflower seeds and stuff. I know we're headed over the Susquehanna Railroad here. See if this is it, or is it further down? Yep, this is it. See some cars over there. Oil cars, oil tankers. 15 south. Keep slouching. I gotta really consciously think about keeping my back straight, my chin up, helmet back. And the sun's probably right in the, well, it's actually almost overhead. So I think the camera will be all right. As far as the pictures, an old barn. It is in operation. I have a little conveyor belt there for put the hay up in the loft. I think people still riding around in their RVs. Home brew. Gotta remember to try some of that shanty. I forgot what the heck kind of beer that was, what the name of it was, but I've seen trucks now with it. And the advertisements have just been on TV, like different flavors like lemonade and pumpkin, and I gotta try some of that stuff. I'm not really a beer drinker, but it kind of intrigues me, see what it tastes like. I think I'll do that tonight. Hope I don't turn into an alky. I'll tell you, if I have Bloody Marys, if I don't watch myself, those are addictive. I just love the taste of that, the V8 and the vodka and all that kind of stuff. So I think these still might be like the Kittatinny mountain range around here, maybe not, but those hills over there. And like the sign says, Sparta Franklin, New Jersey. There's a mining museum. I don't remember ever going to that. Everybody's going way over the speed limit. Boy, there's a lot of motorcycles out. A lot of sport bikes. Just getting a little with the helmet, with keeping the helmet up. Just getting enough air that it tickles my nose, the tip of my nose. Everything's still in place. And one good thing about this, it's got the cruise control. I'm in overdrive. We're going uphill, so the engine's laboring. It'd be interesting to see between the wind noise, which is much increased since I took the top of the this bagger shield off to help me clear the line of sight for the GoPro where I had mounted it. But also there's so many things now, it's hard to get the where the hell the heck with it. I'm gonna have to bear with my nose being itchy. Right on the tip of my nose I'm getting just the slightest airflow. This is what makes the it's only at 2,000 RPM, and we're going up a very steep, long hill. And this sucker is pulling in 6th gear. Wonder what's going to happen when they. I've already said this about a gazillion times. When they put the power commander in next week, hopefully, and do a dyno tune on it. I know my wallet's going to get a lot thinner, but I'm hoping that the power goes up and this pounding noise that comes out of these Vance and Hines is alleviated a little bit, and the decel popping stops. At least if they do that much, I'll live with it. There's a Can-Am. I like those. A lot of people don't. I like those. I think they're cool. I think it's as long as you don't have snow or ice, that's a good all year round vehicle. A good vehicle that you could ride around in traffic because it is more visible. It's a wider vehicle, more stable. You don't have to worry about crawling, which happens a lot. Crawling at this guy can't keep a steady speed. So I don't know what she's looking at, but she slowed down considerably. And she speeds up, then she slows down. I'm not actually going very fast. I want to speed up a little bit. Good thing about cruise control also, even on a short trip, as long as it's, dry weather and you're not putting cruise control on going around corners with where there's rain slick. But I have it right now set to 60, which is in overdrive, 6th gear, uphill, at 2,000 RPMs, valiantly trying to keep. It is keeping 60 miles an hour, indicated in the 55 zone, so probably going right around 55, and I'm not going to be pulled over. Unless they're really desperate for some kind of funds and I'm a mile over the speed limit, which I doubt. But I don't have to concentrate on that. It's not like a very curvy road, crowded conditions, bad weather, very dry roads, clear. And as I said a gazillion times already, this is just a beautiful day. It's one of those days where what I want to do is really get on Route 80 and head west and not stop till I get to the Pacific, except for gas, not stop till I get to the to like San Francisco and the Pacific Ocean there on Coast Highway in California. That's what this day makes me feel like doing. And I really got to tell you the truth, I really haven't felt all that enthused for the last 2 years about motorcycling. Haven't taken all but one lengthy trip. A week or two ago, I was with another group of people. We went up this area, but further up north, and went to Yasker's farm, Woodstock. Stopped at the Chatterbox. Went to a place named Hawk's Nest, right on the Delaware, on a cliff overlooked the Delaware. And that was a total for me of about 200, I'm trying to remember that. It was a little bit over 200 miles. And that's about as far as I've gone in the last few years. I mean, I've done some 250-mile days, but that's about it. Where in previous years, I had a number of 500 or 600 or 700-mile days. Just haven't felt like it. But today, maybe because of trying this GoPro out and hopeful about being able to have a clear audio as well as an excellent point of view. And to tell you the truth, even taking the top of the bagger shield off, even though it really increased the amount of air hitting my helmet, it's not really bad, even though I'm going like 60. And even though it's a bit windy out, it's not really bad. And the bike doesn't feel too bad, plus I'm looking forward to that Power Commander, so I'm getting a little bit more enthused about riding the bike. So, not that much time to do all this stuff because I work, but also I always have a struggle to keep the weight down. I usually lose that. My weight's way up, so it's important that I, especially at my age, I keep active, and one of the ways to do that is bicycling, which I really like. Never did like running. I like walking, but the best thing for the knees is just doing the bicycling. And bicycling, like motorcycle, could be a little bit of a techie thing. I just like photography. It can not only be just doing the photography itself, but it could also be a gear thing. So it seems to be a person who likes to do the activity itself, plus gets real interested in the gear stuff of it. All I had to do is touch the brake and stop the cruise control. Everybody's got their brakes on, so now we're coming to a light. Gotta try that shanty stuff. So that's one of the things I'll do when I get back. This is, even though it's built up quite a bit on Route 15 here, and I don't know what county we're in, to tell you the truth. This might be Warren County. It's really pretty. And the day, again, it's just one of those days you just want to ride and ride and ride. You know, the other times I went on the motorcycle, I also was kind of a to-do because I had to plug in that very thick cable into the recording unit of the POV, get the POV in one of my pockets, use this remote, which I always forgot whether I'd stopped it or started the recording. This thing, I just look in the mirror, I can tell if it's blinking on and off, I'm okay. I don't know anything about the audio, I'll find that out today, but that's what this is all about. But the bike is doing a little surging. I think that's because of the wind. There's a lot of turbulence here. My head's not being knocked back and forth, but there's a lot of wind noise now that I have the... I'm going to keep that shield off. Probably, even if I don't do any recording with this chin mount. And then, like I said before, also that probably going to get the chin mount kit to see if I could, even if it's raised a little bit, that would help a great deal, and I wouldn't have to have bad posture. And I'm consciously having to keep my back as straight as possible and my head tilted slightly upward. Actually should be alright, because it looks like when all is said and done, other than when we go uphill, and the natural tendency would be to look up ahead on the road, like right now, but level and down, I think the level of the GoPro on this mount is, I'm going to go through now. The level of the camera, I'll see this when I actually look at the video, is, I'm only in 5th gear at 2,000 RPM going up this steep hill here. This bike has so much guts, it's unbelievable. A lot of torque, over 100 feet-pound of torque. And I think the level of the lens of the GoPro is above the short windshield, so Hawk Drive, Picatinny Arsenal. Doesn't look like I'm going to make it. No, this is signal changed. Nope. Yeah. Alrighty. So we got a nice, beautiful video, high-definition view of SD trucking. And what they tell you is the experts in defensive driving is get out from behind a view block like that so you can see as far down the road as possible and keep concentrating, trying to read like the sign that's, I don't think you can see it with the camera, that's way ahead, coming up on it, see what the traffic conditions are so you have time to adjust, leave plenty of room ahead of you so you have an out. In case someone comes up behind you real fast, you can scoot ahead. Having a cushion and visibility on all sides of you. I don't know how I get off into that, but always about getting out from behind the truck. So we're coming down Route 15 South. We go to the Delaware Water Gap. Maybe I'll do that later in the week if I see the videos working out well and all that kind of stuff. I may do a 2-day trip, an overnighter. I haven't done that in 2 years or more, probably 3 years. I went up to the Canadian border up Route 9. I like to do that again. It's absolutely beautiful going through Lake George, and we go up through the Finger Lakes region of New York State, which is quite beautiful at this time of year, and the weather holds out. So now I'm headed out. I'm over 60. I'm going to head up to about 70 as the speed limit increases and if traffic permits. And yet another test of it is recording, but another test of the audio. I did notice that taking putting the front of the helmet, which is one of these helmets that the whole front comes up and on hinges, making it easy to get in, get out of, or to cool off in traffic, everything stayed in place. The mount seems to be good, even though I have it down with electrical tape. I partially electrical tape the kind of stiff and bulky adapter cord for the GoPro audio. For some reason they have one of these, it's like a phone-like plug, instead of just having an 8mm plug, which is just easier, because that's the way most things come, and they're less bulky. But at any rate, I think what I'm going to find out is whether these exhausts are so loud that even this mic against my upper left cheek, right by my eye, almost by my left eye. Whether it's still not good enough and it's all distorted, and then and also whether, you know, what's the visual? How does the GoPro work out? I used it. I said this earlier. The chest mount with a Sportster without a windshield was actually a great point of view. Very easy to get to the controls like this is, but you kind of put that on and forget it basically. And that's the chest mount for the GoPro is what I use on the bicycles. I'm used to it. I think it's a great mount. It's a good combination of seeing what's ahead of you. On a bicycle, it has kind of an unobstructed view forward. You can see the tire, you can see what's ahead on the sides. A little bit different on this bike, it'll be too low. You just see the speedometer and the tach and stuff like that. The Bauer lapel mic working with the POV HD, as this might still be. Complete failure. Just gave up on it. I'm thinking that part of the issue is the POV recorder itself is not good at processing the audio signals. That it really doesn't have much dynamic range, that it can't really handle loud. Voice was so distorted and just covered over with kind of static and the sound of the exhaust. And today I actually have louder conditions, going a lot faster. Yesterday was all about traffic. So I'm going much faster today. A lot of wind noise because I took the top of the short windshield off. But I think the GoPro hopefully has better signal processing. It's a newer device. The highway though, even though it's a pain in the neck. Go down into Clifton, straight off of Route 46, hang a left, be patient for the traffic, and just let this thing run. And I've been trying not to shout, trying to stand up, sit up straight, and you can see we're taking the curves here very easily on this bike. Surprisingly good handling on the long sweepers, and I've had this thing bent over pretty far and I haven't scraped the floorboards, but I've had it kind of leaned over pretty far without doing that. So it's at speed, it's pretty good handling. Vaquero. I'm not sure it's good as the latest Harleys. I shouldn't just compare it to Harleys. There's a lot of cruisers, but I think it's competitive. Super high value bike. What you get for the money spent. See, we're about to cross over, stay on Route 46 rather than go towards New York City. This is always congested, crazy place. I'm really not in the lane I want to be in, but just take her easy. There we go. So for the most part, I'll miss the people who want to suddenly go towards the right and onto Route 3 east towards New York. See, like that guy's doing it, but I mean, that's not bad. But what happens up here is just before the split in the road, you have people who are changing lanes, either going from the extreme right to the extreme left or vice versa. So I found this lane is the best. And you gotta watch people coming out of this. Coming up on the old Ford dealer that I got my last few cars at. They have been around here a long time. high beams on. People from Florida in a hurry to move down the road. As typical, probably every place in the world. People want to go fast, fast, fast. So do I. But not all the time. Not too much backfiring today. This is not good behavior. This motorcycle must know it's about to get punished with a dyno tune. So it's good behavior as far as backfiring today. Yeah, there are some times, and that could be very sensitive to gas. It's not humid today. It's really not a hot day. And maybe it's just the right temperature for this engine. You know, how it sucks up the air with these Vance & Hines mufflers, but it is surprising. It's running fairly well. A lot of times it does not run well. A load of, like right here, it'd be spitting and barking and backfiring, and then start up and jerk as I start to put load on the engine. Seems okay. Typical, isn't it? Just when you're ready to fix something, spend a lot of money, the symptoms have a tendency to disappear. Maybe in your mind's eye, you know, you're trying to justify what you're doing. It's not really that bad. But actually, this is actually really working well today. I just downshifted pretty good. There it goes. There's some, but it's really mild today. So I guess it's really sensitive to the grade of gas, and more so, I'm really stiff, more so to the to air temperature and humidity. Let's see what happened. But I do want to also check how the audio and video came out on this. Oh, there it goes.